In a world where Gran Turismo 7 rules the virtual racing scene, not true at all, we have transmission issues. Welcome to Short Circuit, Episode 9. I'm here, Drew, your host, with my co-host, Devin.
Hi, I'm Devin.
He's Devin. Dude.
Filled with rage about transmission.
Yeah, look, we've talked about this in the past. We're going to do a quick tutorial about how much we hate Gran Turismo 7 transmissions. And to make sure it's a fair test, we are buying a brand new car, and everybody seems to love the new Supras. So we're picking this GR Supra RZ 2019 for $70,000. All we are buying for this thing afterwards is the fully customizable transmission, so that nothing else can be said of, oh, you didn't do this, you didn't do that. Well, we're not doing anything except transmission. What color? You got white, because I know you like white, don't you?
Yeah, I got the fastest color.
Well, red is
in this car now.
Arguably the faster color, but I'm going to go with black because...
No, red is the more dangerous color. Statistically, it gets in more accidents.
Statistically. So as you saw, we just bought the $70,000 car, wasted all our money. If you watched my previous video, I made $500,000 in 26 minutes. If you want to know how to make reliable $500,000 minimum in 26 minutes, go watch the previous video and give it a like. Yes, I want to change this car now. We're going to go to the tuning shop, pick up a transmission, and then we're going to do some quick testing and show you our frustrations.
The fully customizable racing transmission, because it is not only the most expensive, but should be the best.
Well, we've talked about this. We don't worry about brakes. It's only actually it's only 20 grand on this car. That's pretty reasonable. It's the best in the fact that it will be better than whatever comes stock, but it's the worst once you try to tune it or adjust it. So
and it also brings up your
PP
performance points more than the semi-racing fully customizable manual, but they act exactly the same. Like buying the manual doesn't force you into the manual thing.
The other
thing
they
still have the same problem with, which is the transmission itself.
I wish should I write these numbers down so I can put them on the screen? Because the only thing I'm thinking is
You making the lobby?
Yeah, I'm in the middle of making it right now. We don't care about that. I need to go down and change this. I might cut all this out. Friends only. Number of laps doesn't matter. Time of day. Early morning.
Only friends.
We don't care. We don't want slipstream, so I'm just gonna put that at real, just in case you try to get extra mileage from me. Everything else I don't care about. What I'm thinking is, if we write this down, because there might be some difference with you shifting at different times, but then again, it might be detrimental to you.
Too easy.
You mean automatic?
Automatic.
Okay, put it. Yeah, just swap it over to automatic real quick.
No.
Just to make it fair.
Thing.
Yeah. Well, it's loaded. You can go in.
Join the room.
Now I'm just gonna go check my settings and make sure that I have the transmission to fully customizable. It's set at 300. We are going to do a baseline run, both of us. Actually, leave yours in manual.
Right.
Leave yours in manual and see if it's exactly the same, because then it won't matter.
Well, the top speed shouldn't change. That's what we're going for, is the top speed.
So then, never mind, just leave it.
It'll vary a little bit with acceleration, because of either shifting too early, shifting later.
All we're going to do is we're going to do a run at the same time, or close to the same time. We're going to call out
both of us, our default is 300 kilometers per hour.
Are you on kilometers? I thought, oh, that's right, it's always kilometers.
Yeah,
so they can see in the center of my screen exactly what speed I hit. We're going to call out what we hit max. It should be the same. And then we're going to go opposite directions of tunage afterwards.
Yep. I'll go down, you can go up.
Okie dokie. Are we just going to max everything out for the first check?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't like that view. I like this view. Alright, full throttle away.
Yeah, we're probably not going to see the true top speed until we hit the bottom of the hill, but we'll see.
That's alright. We can fill in time with talking nonsense. No more AI talk. We talked about that last episode. What nonsense do you want to talk about this time?
Uh,
I got a bone to pick. Can I throw something at you and see what you think?
yeah.
In a world where we have all these pay subscription video servicing, so I'm talking YouTube, Hulu, pick your poison, all of them, HBO Max, I'm starting to notice more and more pay for subscription videos are still giving you commercials. And I was like, wait, I'm paying for this plus I have to watch commercials? That seems a bit wrong. If I'm paying for it, I shouldn't have to also watch videos.
Well, I mean, you could say the same thing about DirecTV back in the day, or
Well, that's, I mean,
Comcast.
they're still doing that. We have Xfinity, and we have all these commercials, and you're paying top dollar. It's crazy. All right, so I'm 187, 188. I think that's going to be it, 188. Are we going to remember that?
Yeah, I got 188.
Yep,
I hit
188.
189 for like a millisecond.
I didn't. I hit 188. But, I mean, you could probably
Alright.
downshift. All right, so let's get out of here. We'll continue that conversation in a second. All right, go to settings.
Don't
Detailed
forget to
settings.
cancel entry and then redo the entry. So I'm going all the way down.
Oh, is that a thing?
I'm gonna, yeah, just make sure you do it.
Okay.
I'm gonna go down to 200 kilometers per hour.
Detailed settings.
Jump into course. I'm only gonna
Oh, whoa,
go
wait,
hit
wait
it
for me to
once I
start.
hit-
Wait for me to
No,
start.
like, why? I don't have to wait for nothing.
Because it's going to get confusing. So I'm maxing out, right? 800.
Yeah.
Okay. Check my performance went nowhere because it goes, ha, you can't go that fast, you moron. Anyway, back to the subscription thing. Yeah, I have noticed it. What were you saying?
Well, I was saying that like it's always been a thing, like you having to watch commercials on top of
Yeah.
having to pay for the service.
Well, I paid for, well, I didn't pay. My mom paid for MLB Network for last year. And then for the commercial breaks, instead of showing us what was happening on field, they just put a thing saying we're at a commercial break. Well, that's basically the same thing as commercial break, so why are you charging me this much money to watch baseball? And it's basically the convenience of being able to switch to specifically whatever game I want, but I still have to watch the commercials. So companies are now making money on both ends.
Yeah.
It's like the
I'm at
guy...
133. Are you still going up? Top
Yeah, I'm
speed?
at 172, 173, 174. So you put yours at 200 and you're only doing 173?
Well, yeah, it's because it's kilometers per hour, not miles per hour. I'm doing
Oh, yeah.
130 miles per hour.
We're gonna have to, I don't want to do any calculations. So you're pretty much maxed out. So the transmission actually works when you minimize, when you reduce it.
Yeah, I mean it's doesn't seem like it's working completely accurately on that one because you have to like go into the manual settings to see what each gear's top speed is.
All right. Well, what I'm gonna have to work with is maybe in editing, I'll
But
put up
But
the
we don't
miles
care
per hour.
about like what my current top speed is and your current top speed is. We care about when we both put it back to 300 in this next run. Do we both get 188 again?
So we were at 188. So I'm at 191.
Well,
190.
yeah,
So
that's 'cause
190.
you changed your,
yeah.
your top speed.
So 191 was my max that way. All right, go back to settings, put it back to 300 now, and see what
Yep.
happens. All right, Devin's the official scientist on how we're running these tests. I will not argue with him. Now, we know we're not going to make 800 kilometers an hour, however cool that would be. I don't even think the Tomahawk can do that.
Nope. Best we could do is like 300 something or 400 something, I think.
Miles per hour?
Kilometers per hour? I think it was like 300 something miles per hour.
Okay, yeah. But it was set to 800 kilometers per hour. Man, that's going to be too confusing for the viewers.
Alright, so we both set it up for 300 miles
Yep.
or 300 kilometers per hour, which means we should both still hit 188.
Yes. I feel like, oh, you're keeping up with me. It'd be funny if you just bogged down at 120.
Yeah.
All right,
Like, well, red line at 120.
160.
Yeah, same. Watch, this is the one time it works.
Well, then it would all be fixed, and while we're waiting, I should do some quick math conversion on what's 300 kilometers per hour in miles per hour, so that we're not going, oh, well, that's why it's not working, because we're idiots. I'm at 177 going up the hill.
Yeah, same.
I think it's because you made us X out, honestly, because you weren't doing that before.
Yeah.
What am I thinking? 300 kilometers per hour, 2 miles per hour. So that's 186 miles per hour, which is exactly on point. 188. I'm at 189. 190. So it actually fixed the transmission, 191, because I wasn't going 191. So I went exactly the same, 191, with it at 800 versus 300 kilometers per hour.
Yeah, and I did 191 just now as well.
That's weird. So it gave us a little bit more. Oh, you already left?
Yeah.
So let's put it at a reasonable top speed and a reasonable minimum speed and see what happens. Alright, so go to cancel entry. Now, maybe the whole thing we were having is you have to cancel entry before to make it work properly, and that's where the bug is.
Yeah, it's possible, I guess.
So if I said 400 kilometers per hour, what does that work out to be? Because I just want to stretch the gears enough. That's 248 miles per hour. That's a bit extreme. Let's go 350. So 350 gives you...
I'm gonna go 320.
I'm doing...
Should be a little bit higher. I should be able to get like 192, 193, and not be in red line.
Okay, well I'm putting it at 350, and that should give me 218 miles an hour. Yeah?
Yeah.
So...
And I put mine at 320, which means I should be looking at like 193, 194 at red line.
I'm gonna laugh if this works to prove to the world we don't know what we're doing, and it's just bogus. I wouldn't be surprised if it's canceling out of the race to change the transmission, because that kind of makes sense. If you're already entered in, you can't adjust anything, but then it should tell you.
Yeah.
All right. We're kind of on the same level, even though we're 30. So we're 30 kilometers apart on gearing, technically. So I should start pulling away from you soon.
Yeah, I should have been faster in the beginning and slowing down near the end, but it looks like it's pretty balanced.
Yeah, we're pretty even.
I'm still 70. I'm actually faster going up the hill than I was last time.
Yeah, me too. 178. Oh, dropping down. So it's about the same.
Yeah,
so
you should be just dropping down further than me, because you do have that extra gear ratios.
Yeah, I have no RPM in the red zone or the shift zone.
My lowest was 175.
I got 176 was my lowest. All right, here we go. I'm climbing the gears a bit more because we're going downhill, of course.
191.
193.
192. Or 193 was the best I could do.
Yep, I got 193 also. So we're finding that there's a range where it goes, nah, you're stuck at 190. Which, what's the point in having it?
We still have an issue with the fact that you can put the car in 800 kilometers per hour and it still pulls away like it's...
Oh yeah, I mean, I didn't feel any problems with speeding up or anything. Because in Gran Turismo Sport, you can sit there and you can go, you can put it at 800 and it goes and it takes forever to go anywhere. In fact, I don't think it ever gets out of a first gear. Let's try it one more time, same, but you're in front of me, so I'm drafting you to see if it gives me the extra gearing. So you go. What are you doing?
I'm doing it again. I'm gonna bring mine up a little bit, so we're at the same amount.
It shouldn't make a difference. I mean, we were going the same speed the whole time, which is frustrating considering I had more gearing than you.
Yeah.
What's the point making it fully customizable if it just goes, no, this is all you can do? I think in the original Gran Turismo, when you did make it fully customizable, they had specific to each car as the max you could put speed-wise. Maybe they were just like, oh, that's too
Well,
hard to code.
they sort of did and sort of didn't, because you could actually go in and do the stuff manually, just like with this one.
I need you to slow down a little bit to let me catch up, because I don't think I'm in your draft. Okay, go. I'll bump you. I'm gonna bump draft you. Although if I'm going faster than you, it doesn't really make a difference. Because you'll just slow me down. What are you doing? I'm trying to bump draft you. Because that should speed us both up. Not nearly as much as complete draft, but... So if you got a faster car and towed me around, it might work, but... Alright, still... I'm actually speeding up going up the hill because I'm in your draft.
Yeah. I thought you turned off the draft.
I made it real. I didn't turn it off. Because you can't turn it off. It's either real, strong, or weak. So I'm coming down that hill going 188, which I'm pretty sure means I'm going to go back to the future. 194, 195, 196. So 196. So that gave me a little bit.
195 is the best I got.
So if you're on this track, and you want to turn the gear up to say 215, you know you're not going to make it, but you have the gearing to get past everybody because nobody else is going to change the gearing. I guess that kind of works, but the transmission is so flawed. Now, for giggles, I want to leave. I want to put the transmission back to normal, so cancel entry. Car settings. Let's put it at
300.
300. See, I feel like no matter what you put it at 320, 330, the transmission doesn't change anyway. You still do the same thing.
Yeah, and that's kind of what we were talking about before as well, is like every car has its default top speed regardless of whether or not how quickly it accelerated to that amount.
And it doesn't
like
even...
if we, like with that downhill, I bet even if we like maxed out its power or even put in a different engine, it would still have a set top speed.
Which we found with a couple other cars. But
Yeah,
the thing that frustrates me is if you put the transmission at minimum, you should fly past me in the first couple of, length, and then I fly past you once we get up to speed. But that doesn't even happen. You max that out, you min out, and we go the same speed getting up to our gears anyway. So realistically, I think that's the end of the testing. There's really nothing else to try, is there?
Not really. I mean, there's a set top speed that the car has. There's a set acceleration within reason, unless you make your gear ratio insanely short. But no, like
that didn't matter.
When we had mine insanely short and yours was at 800,
it was still the same. That's what I was saying.
You were a little slower than me, but not enough, as big of a difference as it should have been.
We were still next to each other.
Yeah.
That should not have happened. So I guess that's the end of the video then.
Yeah. Just basically showing that transmission settings don't really have any impact.
I recommend
maybe a little bit of top speed.
Yeah, so if you have the money, I recommend to do it because it gives you the edge over the AI cars in campaign. It gives you a little bit more, but don't touch the gearing. Just leave it as it comes out of the box, and you'll have the best option. If you start messing with things, that's when things go odd, and it just doesn't perform right.
Yeah.
So
there are some tracks where you have to get it. But if you don't have to get it, like if you're racing short tracks or low speed tracks, you don't even have to get it because it actually doesn't help that much.
Yeah.
And it just increases the amount of performance points you have, and so you're kind of stuck there too.
Yeah, I don't really know what else to say other than Gran Turismo, either make it so that it's pointless to adjust it at all, or make it fun. Make it fun like it used to be. Come on, guys. You can You have all these people coding everything. Make it fun.
Make it accurate.
Yeah, well, that's...
That I'd rather.
Yeah, it does say the
Yeah.
real racing simulator, doesn't it?
Yep.
Now, I did put my transmission in 200 kilometers an hour, and it's at 133 maxed out in 7th. And it's screaming pretty hard.
Yeah,
So,
it definitely will hit a top speed, like pretty close to what you put it at. But how quickly you get there, it should be like blazing fast.
yeah. It should do a burnout at that short of gearing. It should easily do a burnout. Because it is a turbo car, too.
Alright, go ahead and stop. We're gonna get next to each other. Mine's still set for 300. We're gonna see who pulls out faster.
Uphill? Or do you want to just start
Doesn't
over?
matter. Uphill would be more telling, because
That is true.
it should be easier for you to pull out uphill than me. And we'll do like a minimum like speed rolling start, I think. That way we're not having to contend with burnout.
Well, I'm happy to just have the emergency brake on, and then you just let off the emergency brake and hit the throttle. Yeah? No? I don't mind a little bit of a burnout.
Yeah, I'm pretty okay with that too.
I can see you. I'm outside the car view-wise, so. Alright, you count us down.
Alright, let me see.
On go or one?
Give me
Which
a second,
one?
I have to figure out which button is
Oh.
emergency brake. I think it's this
Yeah.
one. There we go. Okay.
On go or
Uh,
one?
Go.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go.
Wow, even with the burnout, I kind of launched out in front of you.
My honest assessment, I was in third gear when I started.
Oh, come on, dude.
So you're gonna have to stop again.
Oh, I'm definitely leaving that in. Oh my goodness.
That
That
is
is.
crash into me.
I guess we know the next short. All right. Whenever you're ready,
All
count
right,
us down.
I'm in first now. All right.
Okay.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
You had better throttle control, obviously, because you got the pedals. But you're not. I mean, I should be launching past you. I'm just running through the gears quicker. That's the only difference.
Yeah, I'm actually accelerating faster than you.
Which makes
As a
no
whole,
sense.
like I just keep going
Yeah.
faster and faster.
All right. Well, and I just maxed out right now. All right. Well, that was. Well, that was Short Circuits with We Hate Transmissions in Gran Turismo 7. Thanks for stopping by. Like, share, subscribe. Let us know what you think. Let us know if you want us to test anything else. Anything else, Devin?
You already said like, share, subscribe, comment. I think that pretty much covers it. Give us money.